Hello, this is a sad story. It's becoming kind of common, unfortunately. So I wanted to talk about that. This is about a man who is here locally. He killed his mom and his aunt, and there are a lot of stories like this in the news. So let's watch this.
Station that's working for you. You're watching Fox 4 News at 9.
Even my lawyers were saying that, this is something that's kind of new to them. A Kansas woman is fighting a rare legal battle after her brother told police he killed his mother and his aunt last month. That woman, Leah Howard, tells us that her brother is listed as the only beneficiary on her mother's accounts. This is Fox 4 News at 9 o'clock, and I'm Shannon Vercheau. Now she is looking to gain control of those accounts while also grieving her loved ones. Fox 4's Jacob Sloan spoke with her about last month's tragedy.
On February 12th, tragedy struck out of the blue when Lenexa police detectives showed up to Leah Howard's apartment.
He told me, your mom has passed away. And I said, stop, hold on, give me a second to catch my breath here. I kind of figured that was what he was here for, but I wasn't ready for what he had to say next. And that was that my brother took her life. And immediately I was like, where's my Aunt Joyce? I said, she's passed as well.
Howard says it was one of the most difficult times of her life.
And my mom, she was a powerhouse. She was really a force to be reckoned with. She was the strongest, most loving person that I've ever known. And she didn't deserve this. I just remember I had to walk out and I had to go and put my bare feet in the snow because I thought that it wasn't real.
After her mother's death, she began settling her affairs and making funeral arrangements.
And that's kind of when we were met with a lot of pushback because, unfortunately, my mom had my brother as her beneficiary on, literally everything.
Leah's brother, who confessed to police that he killed her mother, would stand to inherit almost all of her money and belongings. In Kansas, two different laws are in place that prohibit Luke from receiving that inheritance, but Leah and her lawyers have to inform all of the institutions individually.
They kind of just treat you like you're crazy, that you're just this crazy family member trying to come in and get money or, start drama or whatever. And that's really difficult when you're in the grieving process, when you have so much to deal with.
On top of dealing with the death of her mother, she's fighting this legal battle that could take up to a year or longer.
It's almost like we're kind of grateful for, all of this paperwork and these things to do because it forces you to keep going, when you want to give up so bad.
Through the tragedy, the grief, and the legal fight, Howard says it's her loved ones that have pushed her to keep going.
Just to know that people care, to know that they're thinking about you and they're supporting you through something that's so difficult and nobody should ever have to experience, it really restores my faith in humanity.
Jacob Sloan, Fox 4, working for you.
Okay. All right. So I just wanted to talk about this because I made a video about a week ago talking about how it's becoming very common to hear about men, killing babies and toddlers. It's also becoming very common to hear about men killing particularly their mothers, other female relatives, like this one took out his aunt, and sometimes dad gets it too. So again, I'm just asking, what's going on with men in America? And I mean, someone may come in here and say, oh, women do it too, and, point out some case, but I mean, it's not regular. It's not normal. I mean, some of these situations are just becoming normal. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. I mean, I'm just really asking the question, what is going on with men in America, and why are there all these people who sit on the internet all day long, and have been talking for years about, relationships, dating, so-called men's issues, and all this stuff, but they don't talk about some of these other situations, like people literally, killing little babies. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Taking out their mom, usually their mom, other female relatives. Once in a while, you'll hear about somebody taking out their dad, that needs to be discussed. And I don't really feel like it gets discussed aside from like true crime people, but they're not really trying to answer questions. They're just, really sensationalizing what's going on. So I just wish that, there was some more constructive, honest conversation about what the heck is going on here. Instead of wasting all this time talking about, who's going to pay for dates and should a baby mama put her baby daddy on child support. I mean, let's grow up, let's do better, because this is a very serious issue. I mean, what drives a person to this? I'm not saying that everyone has to get along with all of their relatives. I know that, a lot of people don't. But why does it have to go to this extreme? I don't know. And I mean, like the sister was saying, the brother was the beneficiary on everything, but he admitted right away to the police that, he was the murderer of his mom and his aunt. So, but I mean, it's not just about this situation. It's about how common this behavior is becoming. When I'm at work, I listen to the news on YouTube, so I just hear a lot of news quite a bit. And so this is just something that I'm just kind of I've been picking up on. So just something to think about, something to talk about, something that, everyone just really needs to think about more and, what's going on. Anyway, I will go ahead and stop there. Thank you for watching.